from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where he attended Baton Rouge Magnet High School, and he's a member of the STEM Research Scholarship Program. Brandon's future plans include pursuing a PhD in industrial engineering and concentrating in human factors and ergonomics. Please welcome Brandon.
Thank you, and greetings to the fall 2010 graduates, faculty, family, friends, and staff. I must say that it is truly a great honor and pleasure to stand before you this afternoon as the student commencement speaker for the fall 2010 engineering graduation ceremony. Before I begin, I would like to take a second to give all of us a round of applause for our commitment that we've shown over these last 4 years. When I was first asked to give this speech, one thing came to my mind, and that was, what could I possibly tell students my age, and maybe even older, what could I possibly tell them, being that all of us are venturing on our own paths from here on out? Since this is graduation day, I thought that I might start with the simple definition of the word graduation. Graduation entails receiving a degree, a diploma, upon completion of coursework as in a university, a college, or as in a school. It is often viewed as a one-day event to reward accomplishment for several years of work. While the graduation celebration is a one-day event, graduation itself is as defined by its root word, is a gradual process, meaning taking place, changing by small degrees or little by little. It is important to understand the relationship between graduate and gradual, because from here on out, we all will be moving step by step, changing little by little to achieve individual goals that we have set for ourselves. And so today, LSU, and specifically the College of Engineering, has given us a foundation which has initiated this gradual change that is transitioning from a university to the real world. It is now our own personal responsibilities to make the best of the next step within this gradual process. Very briefly today, I would like to share with you 3 quotes that I have highlighted to help aid with this gradual change that we will encounter as we embark on our own individual journeys. These quotes relate to 3 things. The first one is perfection, the second one is passion, and the third one is purpose. I wrote this first quote as a sophomore who had just taken calculus, and so I would like to see how many of us actually paid attention in our calculus class. It says that perfection is an asymptote that you might approach, but you'll never touch. And for those that don't know, an asymptote is a straight line that another line closely approaches, but from here into infinity, it'll never touch it. Besides the engineering lingo, the message of this quote is that life may not always go as planned, and if this is the case, don't lose hope. You might not get every single thing right in life, but stay focused regardless of how the situation appears. And also remember that life tends to always work itself out. I have learned through my college experiences that everyone has been given a different set of tools, knowledge, and skills, and we each must make the best of what we have. Many times we worry and stress ourselves out over things that we can't control, and better yet, we worry about things even when we have given our best. And so today I tell you that once you've given your best, let that be it, because I promise you that's enough. The second quote I created as I entered my junior year, and it says that life is nothing but a continuous game, and the winners are not those that easily go through it, but it's those that endure the most and have victory as a result. I'm sure at some point during completing this engineering degree, the thoughts of wanting to give up, asking yourself, is this degree right for me? Saying to yourself, my friends don't have nearly the amount of work that I have, saying that I'm not spending enough time with my family, and a dozen other things probably popped into your mind. But guess what? You're here today, and it's because of your endurance. You have witnessed along with me the fact that many students started out with us, asked themselves these same questions, but they were deterred somewhere along the way. I once heard someone say that brick walls, or quote-unquote hardships in our life, are a true test to see who is serious about climbing over the wall. And let me tell you, today, your endurance, your motivation, and your perseverance have paid off, and you have climbed that engineering wall. It is expected by your family members here, by this LSU faculty, and by myself that you will maintain this endurance. And lastly, remember that the most difficult task strongest character. The final quote relates to learning to be reflective about life, and it says that what matters most in life is not what happens to you, but how you remember it and what you remember and how you remember it. Throughout undergrad, I have been involved in a number of different experiences, whether it be university-related, academic-related, research-related, or community-related, and I'm sure that many of y'all have done the same. But regardless of the specific experience, it is important to, once it is over, you reflect on it. You should identify your purpose for what you did. You should identify what you learned from that experience, and you should identify how it bettered you as a person and what you plan to do as a result of it. This should be done for every experience everything that you go through from here on out. This will allow you to understand your purpose in life and see that everything that you do has a significant meaning behind it. This will also allow you to express a different appreciation for life. So at this point, I want everyone to reflect on all the experiences here at LSU and see if it'll give you a new perspective about your future. And while you might have not gained an A in the class that you really wanted, you certainly gained much more than that. And in conclusion today, I want you all to remember that while the graduation celebration is a one-day event, graduation itself is a gradual process. LSU has given you the tools to start this process, and I hope that I have provided you with some insight to help you facilitate this process. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said that a man should do his job so well that the living, the dead, and the unborn can do no better. And so today, you each receive an empty canvas, and it is your responsibility to gradually paint your own future. God bless.
Thank you, Brandon. As a little side note, I did discover that today is his mother's birthday. So Mrs. Fitz, happy birthday. Now he thinks that the diploma he receives is just good enough for your birthday and Christmas present together. I happen to think that he'd do better than that. So make sure you get a box with a really nice bow and something good inside when Christmas rolls around. In another tradition,